Well, congratulations, you made it to level 25, but what the heck do you do now? Leveling was extremely fun, but in this video we're going to talk about what you should be doing once you hit level 25, because there is actually a ton of things to do, including a mount that you can get. That's right, there's a level 25 mount, and a bunch of other things, especially some things you may not be thinking about, like your epic recipes. So let's get into it. Now, of course, one of the things you want to do is start farming your gear. At this point, we're pretty much best in slot for our rogue. Every slot is pretty much blue, including some raid items from BFD. One of the first things you should do at 25 is go into the stockades. There's a quest called Quell the Riots that's going to start a long chain that all happens inside of Stormwind that gives you the best in slot ring. That is the Seal of Rin. Gives 3 strength, 3 agi, 4 stam, 4 int, and 3 spirit. It is an absolutely amazing ring, and after doing stockades, it's only about 10 to 15 minutes of running around Stormwind, and you'll have that ring. It's a huge advantage. The next thing you want to do, if you're a tailor, leather worker, or blacksmith, which you should, that should be one profession that you grab for sure, you want to get that to at least level 125. There is a hidden epic recipe. For a rogue, it's gloves. I'm unsure what piece or what set item it is for other classes, but tailor, leather worker, blacksmithing at level 125. If you go into the Black Fathom Depths raid, you can get the recipe for your epic piece. This is going to be a one-up on absolutely everybody else, as you'll be one of the only people running around with an epic item, so make sure you get that to 125. Also, alchemists, you need to buy a potion, a elixir of coalesced regret, which will allow you to speak with a, well, dead individual outside of the raid and unlock some awesome stuff. So, alchemist, tailor, leatherworker, blacksmith, you need to level your profession to at least 125. Do that as fast as possible, and definitely do it before you try going into the raid. Next up is your set or multiple set of runes. You can go on Wowhead and find the location for all of them. For me, in specific, as a rogue for PvE and PvP, I had to get Quick Draw, Between the Eyes, Shadow Strike, and Saber Slash. So make sure that you find all of the runes you need for all of the multiple uses, whether you're PvE, PvP, whether you're healer, DPS, tank, or you want to have those multi-sets of runes available for, specific instances. Make sure you farm those out. Now let's talk about reputation. As Alliance, there's one main reputation that we need to get, and that's going to be the Silver Wing Sentinels. Now you earn reputation through Battlegrounds, and this is going to be the same for the Horde, it's just called something different. So the Silver Wing Sentinels for the Alliance, once you get friendly, so on and so forth, on up the ranks to Honored, Revered, you will start unlocking special gear. So this gear is only unlockable through the specific or faction-specific reputation. Every Warsong Gulch win will give you 100 reputation. Don't ask me how I only got 70 for one of them, because, well, I'm unsure, but I'm at 970 out of 3,000 right now. Make sure that once you hit 25, you have all your runes and the gear that you want, you start grinding Warsong Gulch. Now, it's good to note that killing someone inside of Ashenvale, the world PvP, will grant honor points and an honorable kill, but it will not grant your faction-specific PvP rep. So that's good to know, but this is something that you're definitely going to want to farm, as that gear is absolutely amazing. On the note of PvP, let's talk about some of the PvP honor rank specific accessories that you can get. Now, if you're an Alliance, go ahead and go in Stormwind to Old Town, where you see me right here. There will be an Officer Erin. She's an accessories quartermaster specifically for PvP. Now, I'm not sure where the Horde one is, but I'm sure that it's somewhere in Orgrimmar. But if you look at the very end, there is a level 25 cloak that gives 4 to all stats. This will absolutely be the best in slot for a long time until they raise the level cap. There's just no better cloak for any and every class. Now you'll see that this requires level 25 and it only costs 40 silver. However, it requires the sergeant rank. If you hit C and go to character, go to the honor tab, you'll see your rank at the top here. Now this rank will only change on the weekly reset on Tuesdays. So you have to make sure that I have to make sure that I do better this week than I did last week. Last week I got about 3,000 honor with about 236 honorable kills, 83 of those coming from yesterday alone, and that was me just hunting around in Ashenvale. But you want to make sure that you farm, I'd say probably 500 honorable kills in a week, and that should grant you the sergeant rank, and it will allow you to get this cloak. So PvP is very important. You're not only earning that Silverwing Sentinel rep, but you're also earning your honor rank, which is going to unlock all of this gear in here. You can see some of it's not usable until level 30. The majority of it is not, but there is also this right here, which requires Corporal, which I can now buy. This is the insignia of the Alliance, and that, there we go. So it may say red, but you can see I am Corporal, so I can buy that right here. So that's super awesome. But yeah, hiding at the back is this absolutely amazing cloak. Now, next up is our supply crates, our waylaid supply crates. These are brand new to Season of Discovery, and the reputation for them is going to be extremely important. Now, this is different for Alliance. For Alliance, it is the Azeroth Commerce Authority, and for the Horde, I believe it's the Duratar Supply Company. As Season of Discovery goes forward and the level cap increases, this is going to be increasingly important. For the Alliance, right outside of the auction house, and actually for both factions, right outside of the auction house, you can find the supply officer. You can see my rep is extremely low. This is actually what I'm doing now. We're pretty much fully best in slot except for head and neck, and we have all of our runes, we have our leather working, so now we need to go and turn in these crates. You'll find either level 10 or level 25 waylaid supplies just around the country. And you can find some of the locations as they've been discovered on Wowhead if you want to farm a specific one. Basically, a incomplete pack will grant 1 silver and 100 reputation to your faction, or the Commerce Authority or Supply Authority. A complete waylaid supplies will give 6 silver and 300 reputation. So completing these gives a ton more reputation and a little bit more silver. However, like I said, as we go forward, the gear rewards that are unlocked at friendly, honored, so on and so forth, are going to be extremely important, and I'm sure much like the PvP rewards, there's going to be some best in slot items in there. So doing these supply crates after you've done everything else is potentially a great idea and something we want to keep up on. Now, all of that mixed with farming out your gear, because you do want to make sure that you go to the different ones. Like I had to go to Wailing Caverns a few times for my legs, also skinning for my deviate belts. I had to run Shadowfang Keep for my Meteor Shard, and I had to do all the Dead Mines quests to get the Tunic of Westfall. So make sure that you farm out all of your gear and have fun with the raid. After that, and while we're waiting for the level cap to raise to 40, I'm just going to be out there farming golds. Now, I am pretty much best in slot, but right now I can solo Wailing Caverns up to the last boss. The last boss just hits way too hard, and I die even with full consumables. But with all the skinning that I can do in there, and selling or even disenchanting all of the drops, you can make anywhere between 5 to 7 gold per run right now. So it's really, really good, along with doing PvP. I'm having a ton of fun. So let me know what you think of Season of Discovery down in the comments below, and yeah, hit the subscribe button, as we're pretty new here and we're trying to grow. So I'd really appreciate that.